According to the Guinness World Records, what's the best-selling book of all time?
No.
Okay. I guess that's you.
Harry Potter. Mitchie.
Boom.
What? Nah.
But what is a way that you encourage people to get their accessories in when they find they're not hitting them?
I think people do that. They just chuck it at the end. Yeah. It's always like the shit that they don't want to get done.
Yeah, accessory muscles are a bit like veggies on the plate, aren't they? Always left last. They don't really get much love. Or salad.
All right, flip side. Milk or Milo first?
I haven't had it for years, but I used to do like on the bottom, milk, and then on the top.
Yeah, there we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
I was talking to him in the gym the other day. He's changed his whole training schedule, his programming he's essentially been deadlifting every single day. The other day he hit 205 for a deadlift, and then I was in there the other day. Pearso was there too, and he ripped a 210 kilo deadlift.
It looked better.
What weight do you reckon he's sitting at? Probably...
I want to say like low 80s.
80? Yeah.
High 70.
It really doesn't matter what kind of fitness modality you choose to, what gym you're going to for that reference, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy. And the more movement that you can get into your overall life, think about the things that you did as a kid and try and replicate them as much as possible. Yeah. Besides getting in trouble and getting whacked by the wooden spoon. Don't do that.
Welcome back, Hybrid HQ listeners, to episode 13. Wow. We're going to start things off a little bit differently today, and you might have noticed already because I'm introing this episode. Pearso usually takes the reins there. Jaden decided to give it a crack last week. Thought he fell a little bit short, so I thought I'd take over this week.
Is that like a hype pun?
I was going to say, is that...
That is, isn't it? It didn't go unnoticed.
I'm glad you got it. But on top of changing things up a little bit, I've been thinking about a couple of things.
Have you really?
I've been thinking about a man that's in my life.
It takes up a lot of mental real estate with my thoughts.
It does. And right now, throughout the day, I'm just sitting there and it just pops in. And then I start thinking about it. I want to start conversing with people and I start talking to the boys and I get so excited because I'm talking about the man.
The suspense is killing me, Brigger. Tell me who it is.
And only.
Please.
Andrew Cooney from Think Loud.
Oh my God.
What a guy. Look at him. We make him blush every time. It's my favourite part of the episode.
He's so beautiful.
Yeah, we're changing things up. Usually we drop it in there at the back end of the episode, but I want people to know that.
Yeah, come in fresh while we're hot.
Yeah, it's important.
Well, we are. We taper off at the end.
We get uglier as it goes.
It's a hot mess. Yeah, we're like a night out.
About anything media related, especially, or specifically, I should say, podcasts. Andrew is the man. He does all of our podcast work. The production, the filming side of things. He even has the setup at his house, so we literally just have to turn up and talk a bit of shit for a bit.
Makes it easy.
It does. It makes it very easy. But be sure to reach out to him. Even if you have any questions like related to maybe potentially want to start your own podcast or anything media related, he's going to be your man to go to for sure.
Taking that step for professionalism, it's exactly what you want to do. If you want to level up your business, here's your guy.
So the first thing I want to chat about is like accessory movements or weakness-based movements, often neglected, whether they're thrown into a program, clients aren't doing them because they're at the back end or something like that. But what is a way that you encourage people to get their accessories in when they find they're not hitting them?
Well, firstly, you shouldn't be training on the back end. If you've had a big night and you're on the sauce, I don't know what you're training. Sorry. No, speaking of back end though, mate, grow up. I don't go out.
There was two ways you could have taken the back end. And probably went the best way.
Yeah, I think people do that. They just chuck it at the end. Yeah. It's always like the shit that they don't want to get done. Generally smaller muscle groups, calves, arms.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, Donnie's got some calves on him. All those years of running with internal rotation, which he still does.
Just
getting the extra
just
flick.
can't change. Yeah, you get that extra,
extra
range,
flick.
brother.
Yeah, I think you prioritise them. Like, it's definitely probably the most basic answer, but it makes sense to put it at the start of the session when you've got a bit more energy. And like, I know It's probably why my carbs are little, but they were generally always at the back end of the session. And you think like if you're getting in there and especially if you're hitting like a high volume base leg session, like you're pretty fucking cooked, or you should be pretty fucking cooked by the end of it. The energy that you're going to give to that muscle group is substantially less, like you feel like you're giving, it might be like an 8 or 9 out of 10 effort, but it's relative to how fatigued you are at that point. So put them at the start of the session. Generally, you're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to give them even more focus. The whole like mind-muscle connection side of things, like you can probably connect with them even better. So don't just wait till the end of the session when you've got nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, accessory muscles are a bit like veggies on the plate, aren't they? Always left last. They don't really get much love. Or salad, veggies.
How long are we thinking of that for?
Just literally just came to me then.
I ate my veggies
Quick-witted.
first.
Hey?
I don't do my accessories
Mate,
first.
perfect.
I do though.
Hey?
Great.
It is. Veggies on the plate, mate. Exactly what Brigger said, putting them first, prioritizing them, probably not even labeling them as accessories, because then the level of intensity to what you train them is probably that of accessories and not main lifts. My other option would be to superset them with exercises that you do like.
So this is fucking clutch. This is a great answer. Pumped about that.
Yeah, I used to program like this a bit. I know Willow from CCSC did it for a while too. He used to actually superset mobility into his program, so it might be bench with some sort of hip mobility or something like that. So he'd superset it because people would always leave it at the end, or he'd try and put it on a separate day and that people would skip it altogether. Superset it with something you like. So if you're trying to bring your calves up and you love training chest like 99% of people do, when you bench, superset your bench with calves. So like whether it's your calves first and then bench, or you bench and then your calves, and that somewhat ties into the rest time that you have. Do that as almost like your rest period, because one's not going to affect the other in a sense like that. So if you're doing an upper body movement and then a lower like that, or vice versa, I would suggest with that making sure that they're like either agonist and antagonist muscles, or opposing, or upper versus lower. So it's not, one's not affecting. Yeah, exactly. So, but that would be my other option. That's what I found I started to do, was I would superset things in like that. And that would make me do my accessories a little bit more. But mate, I love veggies on the plate, so
Get them in there. Yeah, I was going to add a bit of patience. Like they're clearly a weakness, because I think everyone has muscle groups that respond better than others. Like actually my calves
That's a
don't
damn
respond
fact.
as well as what
I actually might
body does.
go chest and tries, because my tries need about 84 sets a week.
It's up my chest.
You were banging them in today. Smashing it. But yeah, like don't be hard on yourself. Like if muscle growth is the focus and the goal, like it does fucking take time. So have a little bit of patience with it, and know that it is a weaker area, because it might just not be responding as well. And so find maybe other movement patterns that potentially stimulate a little bit more growth.
Yeah, I was literally going to touch on that. Find movements that you actually feel a good stimulus and a good stretch in the full range, and a good contraction, and experiment with different rep ranges too. Like typically people will go to an accessory and say it's like an isolation like calves, and they'll do 12 to 15 reps or sets of 12, or they'll just stay with that. Like one day go heavy sets of 6 to 8, another day go sets of 15 to 20, another day go sets of 8 to 10. Like play around with different rep ranges, so it's getting stimulus in all different ways and different loads and intensities too.
Bit of undulating period.
Undulating, mate. Undulate the calves.
Fancy. Undulate the calves.
Fancy.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's pretty much the same as what I would do as well. Just either put them in at the start. I sometimes throw extra ones, like especially calves and stuff. Like it's not going to affect any other major movement. No. And yeah, find stuff that helps. Like I hate doing, say, tib raises and stuff for my things. So I just do a lot of jumping. Yeah, basically will correlate over to tib strength anyway.
Yeah.
And like you said, like I don't think people hate accessory work, because it's like they see it at the end and it's like 3 by 20. Yeah. Who wants to sit down there and do 20?
Yeah.
Load it a bit more. Start to load things. Find different ways to do it, and then probably the best answer would just be get a coach that works at the hybrid headquarters. But anyway,
Yeah, something like that. That'd probably work as well.
that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, but
If they're not growing, if those areas aren't growing, it could definitely be an issue related to the programming and how you're approaching
Yeah, actually, yeah. On a serious note, yeah, 100%.
the hybrid HQ. We have coaches at the hybrid HQ.
and really good programs too.
Come.
Also, membership's still available.
If you want.
I like those answers.
Yeah, they were good.
Covered all bases.
Speaking of, they were good. Week Evan, that's all. No, but yeah, like it's not something that has to be heaps of detail. It's like it's quite simple. It's like anything in life. Like if you want to give it 100%, usually do it first. So it's something where you're fresh, high intensity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the intensity is a big one. I think we touched on it, but that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to take it out of the label of accessory, I think, because people hear accessory and they just go, I just finish it as an accessory. But if you're just finishing it as an accessory, there's a high chance your intensity does not replicate the same as what you're putting into a heavy bench or a heavy squat. Like there needs to be
significant, doesn't it?
It sounds so insignificant. And like you said, 3 sets of 20 at the end of a session, you're coming off the back end of some heavy sets. The last thing you're thinking of is, let's pick up the intensity here. Like you're ramping down, like you're almost cooling down to the point of this session's finished. So you need to start with a higher intensity.
Yeah, even though like a little try set at the start, like usually we'll have, like generally for guys, it'll be bis, tries, calves, something like that.
Yeah.
They want to work on, it's just like superset 3 of them together. They're not going to affect each other too much at the start. And if anything, it's probably going to benefit your range of motion and stuff for your bigger lifts anyway. Like it's not going to fatigue you enough where your bench is going to fail if you hit a couple triceps. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
agree. Sweet.
I like it and I agree.
I was having noodles about an hour ago.
They smelled so good too.
Addicted to noodles.
Beef noodles.
What's the ones that you get? The brand.
That's a good question.
It's the common.
Maggi?
Very common.
Maggi?
Nah.
Maggi?
They're like yellow and red. Or is that just, is that just the flavour?
Brown and red. Yeah.
That is Maggi, isn't it?
Found? No, that's the sauce.
Because like,
Fuck, I don't know.
mee goreng for me is just like the go. It's like the premium.
Eagling.
It's like the premium noodle.
The cows in them though.
Yeah, so bad.
Just you're in a deficit, don't eat it.
There's literally
How do they get like
squishy
400 calories in those packages?
those little
They're like 400
squishy thing. One of them's just oil. Like it's just oil.
Is it?
Add to it.
I never read it.
Right, they're
So
they taste
good.
good. Chili. And the soy sauce too. It's like that premium dark sauce.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right, sorry, yeah. So I was having the noodles and got to the bottom and I was like, this is very tasty. What are your thoughts on drinking liquids? So say soup, not soup, that is just liquid. Like cereals, stuff like that. Is it a big yes, big no?
We'll go Reese quote on this 6 again. It's easy.
Play on.
That's
Huge. And if you're doing the opposite, get out.
Wasteful.
What a waste. Growing up in the family we did. Whew, none of that shit going on. None of that wastage going on. Holy shit.
Like it feels morally wrong to like pour it down the sink, especially milk.
milk.
Gold standard milk. Full of creme.
What you're gonna
You're gonna get to milk.
the end of a beautiful bowl of like, whether it's Cocoa Pops, Milo cereal, and
It's like a chocolate
just
milkshake.
chocolatey,
And then crunchy.
chocolatey goodness sitting there, and you're telling me
I don't jealous for that.
discard.
I
it.
mean, you imagine making like a Milo drink, like a glass of Milo, and you put the milk in, you put the Milo in, swirl it around, take a couple of spoonfuls out, and then you just tip out the milk.
Just don't drink
It's
it.
a sin.
All right, flip side. Milk or Milo first?
Like in the bowl.
In the cup. In your cup.
Oh, for
Like
Milo.
my actual Milo.
I haven't had it for years, but I used to do like on the bottom, milk, and then on the top.
Yeah, there we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
Huge.
That's like a Hungry Jack Storm, which is how it should be. Yeah, they put the Oreo in first and the ice
The Hungry
cream.
Jack Storm. Yeah,
And then the Oreo
That's still
again.
a thing?
I think I told that story on here when I used to work.
McFlurry don't do that.
When I used to work Macca's, I used to chuck it in the bottom.
Oh, that's so
Go,
good.
don't sue me, because I was probably wasting.
Looking after the people, but
I was looking
Wasting their product. I think they can afford it.
They get to the end of it and then they think it's almost
It's a
done.
gift.
And then it's like there's more Oreo or M&M's.
bro, that's a Batman feature right there.
Yeah.
The man of the people.
Huge man of the people. Not the
I knew
hero.
I was gonna.
Next Prime Minister, right?
Get
Destined
hero
for
we
some
need.
great things.
Far out. That's huge.
But yeah, I say drink it. Would love to hear about that. If
Drink
anyone's
it. If
listening.
anyone listening that doesn't drink it,
Yeah.
heaps sus and stop listening. But no,
It's a waste. Just a big waste.
Like the flavor,
I'd love to know
of the
why,
noodles is in the water. Like it's all there. That's it. That makes it. Yeah.
Just before we quickly move on, because this is a topic of discussion that I've had with a few people, and some people do this, bro, and I'm like, why? If you're someone that eats like a sweet-based treat, and then we were talking about this person earlier today, but then drink something that isn't sweet-based. So, for example, you bite a muffin and then you have like a sip of Coke at the same time.
Oh.
What are you doing? Like a muffin and then like a bit of chalky.
That's a fantasy. No one does that.
No one does that.
People do that, bro. People do that. Or like,
Tradies.
like if you have a muffin and then have like chocolate milk in your
for
mouth at the
tradies.
same time, like that, because they go
Wait, so
together.
it's like the intention, like eating
Just
the
to wash it
muffin
down.
to wash it down, like the same time.
Yeah, people like will eat like a burger and have like a bit of like chocolate milk with it at the same time or something like that. It's fucking weird, bro. It's fucking weird.
You know what is weird, Bart? Thinking about this, you know something I used
Tay
to...
does it, by the way. Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know. You know something that is weird when you're talking about that? Something that I used to love as a kid was spiders. You remember the spider drinks?
Oh, fully.
Ice cream, sweet, mixed with soft drink.
Yeah, it was always a little bit sus for me.
Really?
It is pretty sus when you think about
It's
it.
sus, but it worked. Like,
What?
it was just so good. But then again, like, most soft drinks can be, like, sweet. Some soft drinks can be sweet.
Yeah.
So
See,
that
I think
kind
that's
of,
like...
Is it like
kind
the
of a
fizziness? The fizz out?
But see, them with the muffin,
No,
that's
it's just,
that's
like,
like a texture thing, too.
The palate is not the same. Like a burger and then washing it down with a bit of fucking chalky milk or something.
Isn't that like a heaps American thing?
Yeah.
Like diners, they used to have like
Yeah, like,
a
I
big
wouldn't
milkshake.
have hot chips and,
And
like...
then you look at them. Yeah,
I wouldn't have hot chippies and, like, chocolate
Actually, a
milk.
more obese country.
Yeah, per capita. Yeah, per capita. Yeah.
We should get on top of that. Only got one.
We're
life.
trying our best.
Yeah, we're trying to. We've got a gym going. if you want to-
We're doing everything we can. Seriously, just join the gym. Far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that little add-on.
Yeah, notice I don't eat muffins and drink Coke around Briggs. Noted.
Have a muffin and mix it with a bit of chalky milk. Might get up the side.
That is hectic.
That's a good.
Bro, the 7-Eleven muffins are underrated.
Boys know it's actually good with chalky milk. You get a bit of hard solo, bit of 4X, mix that all together.
Jaden's done that.
Move on. Move on.
That's what you get when you shit at King's Cup.
All right. Let's finally see who's the smartest out of you two. Got a little challenge here. Ask some questions. Need answers. That's all I need from this.
5 out of
But it's not like a buzz test, is it? Or is it?
I want a lawyer.
Because if it is, we're going to need a cool name.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a cool name.
That's not cool. Don't do that again. Why'd you say Mickey?
I know. I forgot the TH.
And also, I don't know if these answers are wrong. Contact Google, not me.
So you've got the answers there too?
Yeah, I was hoping I'd read them out.
Okay.
All right. You got your buzzer.
You'll see.
All right. According to the Guinness World Records, what's the best-selling book of all time? Okay. I guess that's you. Okay.
Harry Potter.
Mitchie? The Bible.
Boom.
What? Nah.
1-0. 1-0.
It is.
Buying that.
Right, you get one opportunity if the other person gets it wrong too. This one's going to be a good one. Spell Schwarzenegger. Like Arnold. You go. One of you go first, and then
Oh, this could end badly.
Can you talk about grammar?
SHW ARTZ NEGGER.
I'm going to tell you where you go wrong here.
Was it Schwarzenegger? Schwarzenegger.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Yeah, that would be so funny.
SCHWARZENEGGER.
Oh, he's nailed it.
He's nailed it.
Spelling bee year 5, baby.
You were laughing because I was like,
He's going to get this.
oh, that's so good.
What did you say? ST?
I don't know. I said, what did I say?
It doesn't matter. You got it wrong.
SH. Huge. One apiece.
Spitz. It's German, mate. Black.
I watched the Carl Barron special last night. There's a German part in it, and it is hilarious.
Oh, it's not going to be It's not going to be good for the podcast, is it?
No, definitely not.
All right. What was the first animal to ever be cloned?
First animal to ever be cloned.
Mitchie. A rat.
First animal to ever be cloned. I was going to go...
Is that test on those little...
Yeah, those little fuckers. I was going to, but then I felt bad. The first animal that was ever cloned. Seahorse.
Now I'll give you one more go.
A dog would be too inhumane, so it's got to be like an insignificant animal. I feel we're connected to everything, in my opinion, so no animal is insignificant.
It's probably bigger than you think. I'll give you that hint.
Really? Bigfoot.
Nah, but he's alive. That's enough.
I'll have him on the podcast soon.
Whole another kettle of fish.
We'll just get someone heaps hairy. Okay, serious answer. Maybe it is a dog. No.
It's like a mammoth or an elephant.
Dog is pretty similar in size.
What is it?
A sheep.
They cloned a sheep.
Oh my god! And didn't it go pear-shaped?
I don't know. I didn't get your full answer.
In regards to pear-shaped, I mean like
You're gonna have to ask Google that.
yeah.
That's out of my pay grade.
Yeah, right.
Who did Alex Demonor lose to in the quarterfinals?
Richie. You were there. That's a bit unfair.
Rublev.
Got you there.
Still, so it's 2-1. Briggsy can
Ask me something that happened
take
at the
it.
gym when Briggsy was away.
What country uses approximately 4 billion miles of toilet paper each year?
4 billion miles.
Go. I'm so sorry to people listening.
China.
Fuck, he's nailed it.
Oh, huge! I was gonna
Just go per capita. Is that it?
Yeah.
Like how many people are there?
People
Population?
wiping butts.
People wiping butts. I was also thinking, like, how many people like just overeat? Like, could it be Australia or
Yeah. True.
Well, no, it wasn't Greece because they don't let you flush it down the toilet. So
China must be doing they must be like not double folding. They must just be doing one, chuck it down, next one, chuck it down. You got to get a couple wipes out of each one.
how do they track that? Anyway,
that is also an interesting
they
question.
track it like per sewage. But no,
Every week someone comes in and it's just like
That's head noise thinking about that.
that is. Which popular condiment was once sold as a medical cure for diarrhea?
say it again, please.
Can I repeat the question?
Sentence.
Which popular condiment was once sold as a medicinal cure for diarrhea?
Popular condiment.
There's so many.
Okay.
Itchy? Nah. I'm back.
What?
It. Hold on.
You want to chime in? Try and win?
Wouldn't make sense, the one I was going to say.
Popular.
As a treatment for diarrhea.
Sold as a medicinal cure.
So to stop diarrhea, stop people shitting themselves.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say now because that was my guess.
No, well, we might get one more. You might get a little.
Yeah, I was going to say ketchup, but then like everyone has ketchup.
Nailed it.
What?
Go!
Are you serious?
Huge! Huge!
Back yourself.
Fuck, you just got to back yourself
I was not thinking that at all.
What were you going?
I was going just hard drugs. But like not the good kind.
Is it 2-all?
Yeah.
2-all. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Buddy in China
Schwarzenegger
one
in
and
China.
Schwarzenegger.
And I got Rublev, the very first one.
Bible.
The Bible.
And that one just then the ketchup.
Oh yeah, 3.
3-2.
He wins it.
Yeah, fucking know that, dude.
Oh, we'll go. Anyway,
I forgot.
actually, I didn't know this. This is pretty bad. What year did World War One begin?
Jaden's fucking
1914.
Where's his shit? All right.
Should
so,
ask one of those, bro. I would have flogged it.
that's why I say it to the end. Because I knew you'd know it.
That one was worth 10, wasn't it?
3 apiece. We like that.
Do we have to end it on something else?
No. Are we happy for a draw? There's riveting content at the moment.
This is probably terrible. Yeah, it's all happening. I think if you made it this far, we apologise.
I'll keep pumping up, guys. So you're going there. All right, we're coming into the final round. Jaden's just currently looking at another question that we're going to use. It's neck and neck at the moment.
Anything,
okay, here's a good one.
anything could happen.
This is all. These I think this is an American website. Because
American.
Me 3, Jaden
Been to
3.
America, so Briggsy has a little bit of an up here. But
who did the US buy Florida from?
buy Florida from?
Like, as in like another country.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it? Can we get a little hint? Is it from another country?
Yes, another country. So the US bought Florida from another country. I'm guessing. Don't quote me on this, people, because I'm just reading the website.
Wait, can we get a bit of a context of when they bought it?
I can look it up. Give me a second.
So,
Yeah.
who did America buy Florida off?
But Florida is already a part of the landmass that is America. So that is what I'm struggling to understand. I've got one
Oh yeah.
potential answer.
so you've got the answer. You know what you're doing there. Does it make sense?
Nah, I'm heaps confused. Heaps of words that I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a bit. How do you buy like a state from yourself? That's like Australia buying New South Wales.
Imagine the answer was America. That'd be so good. Trump,
They bought it
Trump
from
when he was
themselves.
in fucking Parliament. Or
They
whatever.
bought it from themselves to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be right. So there's a country that's done it.
Okay, so and the country is detached from America landmass.
I feel like it's not going to give it away because there's a few countries out there, but yes.
What's out? To the right. There.
What's our
Now whoop whoop to the right.
I'll give you a hint.
to the
Australia
right.
didn't do it.
Yeah, to the right's going Europe. I'm thinking down. You go, and Florida's.
The Bahamas is off there, but that's...
No, there's no way they'd fucking.
Oh yeah, this is all right, Mitchie. I'm just gonna go Europe.
Europe's
Oh,
not a
fuck
country,
me.
bro. That's great country.
So it could be any of those like 60-some countries.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And you still got it wrong.
I'm submitting my answer. Yes, of landmass encompassing all of them. Am I right?
So we're guessing continents.
You guess first, and then we'll.
Canada.
Europe's closer.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Spain.
Spain owned Florida.
1819, the Treaty of Adam Honest. So
makes
if you want to
no
look that up, go do it.
Yeah, right. It was once a part of that.
I don't really know. Florida had become a burden to Spain, which could not afford to send settlers or man garrisons, whatever that is. I'm guessing in dark times of...
Medieval shit.
I suppose that checks out.
Madrid decided to cede the territory to the United States in exchange for settling the boundary dispute along the Sabine River in Spanish Texas. I don't know.
So one of the country was in Europe.
Yeah.
I should have just gone something better like Northern Hemisphere or something. If you were going, like,
Yeah, we just said like
we're just
the world.
I was just back in continents.
All right, so we're going to finish it after that riveting content. Well, we're going to finish
all
it with
happening.
some membership shout-outs, some spotlights.
oh, I like
Couple
this.
member wins.
Member wins.
I love this, giving back to all the hard work that everyone's doing in the gym.
Massively.
Some people have been fucking crushing it since probably the start of this year, really, since Jan.
Yeah, I'll take it off if you want. I'll take it on this side.
And
Yeah.
pump him up because he's been working at this for a hot
Absolutely huge. So Callum, the man, the deadlift king, he's been working so hard for this. I was talking to him in the gym the other day. He's changed his whole training schedule, his programming to he's essentially been deadlifting every single day, which props to the bloke. I don't know how he's not walking around with a walking stick with his back not being sore, but he's just mastered the skill itself. The other day he hit 205 for a deadlift, and then I was in there the other day. Pearso was there too, and he ripped a 210 kilo deadlift.
It looked better.
And what weight do you reckon he's sitting at? Probably
I want to say like low 80s.
80?
If
Yeah.
not high 70s.
yeah, high 70s, like low 80s. So it's
Not as thick as Breezy.
nah.
In the stomach region. Me, as thick as us.
Yeah.
But
he's got less body fat there than I do.
besides that being just an amazing achievement of ripping 210 kilo deadlift, because we've not even coming close to that. The bloke's been putting in an absolute. Hey,
I had 235, thank you.
did you? When?
I've hit about 110.
When was that? A year ago. What, on a hex bar?
But it wasn't this year, so it doesn't count.
Was it a hex bar?
Yeah.
Can't either.
No, I'm joking.
That little baby thing they use, yeah.
Leave that.
It was on a deficit as well.
No, it wasn't.
No, but all seriousness, shout out to Callum. He's been absolutely crushing it, and he's been super consistent above all, which is the main thing about it. So
Just a good vibe.
he's just absolutely crushing it.
Comes in and he works his fucking ass off. He's always like on the go.
And he's a legend.
Saying hey to everyone.
Fucking rips into.
He does. He's got the good old fashioned rip and tear, that bloke.
Love it.
Some can, some can't. He can.
Some can, some can't, bro.
On you, mate. That's a big one. Solid. All right. Next one's going to be for Tommy Wooldridge. Super proud of this the other day. He was in the class that Pearso was taking. Tommy's working through the hybrid program at the moment. And they had their squat effort, and he squatted 100 kgs for 5 reps, which is fucking hectic because I remember even when I was PTing Tommy in the garage, this is obviously before the gym opened, we weren't even close to those numbers. So to see him come that way and just hitting a triple digit on a compound movement is such a great feat.
And again, weight wise, looking at relative strength, I don't know what Tommy would be sitting at ring and wet. Like he'd be in 70s for sure. Like he's potentially low 70s. I remember Tommy walking in when we first opened the gym, walking in trackies, hoodie, like just limited in confidence with his ability in the gym. And now he's walking in there, man, with chest out, and he's one of the most confident people in there that I see. And he knows how to push himself now, which is so sick.
I think that's the best part is like that class environment. Like everyone just gets around each other. Oh, like it's hard not to PB every session because you're just getting around it.
Yep. Lukey messaged me about that today, actually. He said it reckons it's the hardest everyone's been training since. So
I agree.
The hybrid program's been
pretty good. Our approach too.
Yeah, we do.
It's good though. I think it's an important role of a coach is to help people understand what they're actually capable of.
Yeah. Yep. Massive.
I'll do this next one. Then you said the last two, eh?
Yep.
Next one's for Scotty. Scotty's down 6.6 kilos.
Huge.
That's massive. Since the start of Gen, which is very impressive.
He's looking good too.
Yeah, it's Scotty's probably main focus at the moment is bringing his body weight down, and he's doing everything both in the gym, outside of the gym in regards to his nutrition, and honestly just like healthy habits in his life. There's a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of things that he's like making a real conscious effort on. And from a tangible perspective, it shows, so keep at it, mate. Doing really well.
Massive. This one's, we really wanted to give a shout out for this one. So this is actually going to one of our amazing coaches at the gym, Claire. So Claire's obviously been training for a lot of years. She's a great personal trainer as well. She's a great coach. She's always been in great shape, but the last, I'd probably say 2 to 3 months, she started to transition her training from more of that, I would put her under general health, muscle hypertrophy, probably a little bit of strength in there, to more of this hybrid approach that we've all taken as well, and this more of an athleticism kind of approach. And she's absolutely killing it. Like at the moment, she's running more. She came for a run with me yesterday doing some mass running. She kept up with me pretty much the whole time, which was absolutely insane because I've been doing that a lot longer than her. Her movements in the gym they're absolutely exceptional. So shout out to Claire. She's transitioned away from her typical style of training, and she's learning a lot too, which is awesome from a coach's perspective, because when you start learning that, when you practice what you preach, then it helps you with teaching other people as well. So massive shout out to Claire. She's killing it.
Oh yeah. Great leader in our space as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Really cool.
Yeah, she's moving hectic.
Humbles us.
Yes. And last but not least, I'm giving a massive shout out to my lovely godmother, Kathy, who I train. She is a beautiful soul. She's been training with me for, I want to say 10 months, 11 months, but she always shows up. She's super consistent. She's just come back from holidays. She's super pumped, super excited. And we've just started introducing some basic plyometric work, some power-based work, and some force absorption work, trying to integrate that in for longevity and increasing her bone density and things as well. So obviously as we age and we start getting older, that bone strength, bone density, our muscle mass starts to decrease. And that's typically when people find themselves getting in issues where they're losing their balance, falling, and we typically see this time and time again when it happens, that leads to more serious injuries, which then leads to the overall degenerative process of people's health. So, and we've done a couple of sessions with it, and she's absolutely killing it. Like, she looks like a natural doing it, and she's just taking it head on. So let that be a message to everyone that it's never too late to get into your health and to keep up these things. Do the things that you're doing when you're young, when you're older, and it'll keep you young.
Yeah,
it's a fountain of youth.
There's like studies out there, like obviously nutrition and stuff will help with that. But if you pair nutrition with still moving, like doing plyometrics and stuff like that, it is actually proven to improve your bone strength.
100%.
So it's like the reason that most people can't move when they're older is because they stop moving that way.
Exactly.
So Ikigai reference that as well.
Yeah.
So fucking important.
The little things like that, that's why people typically have falls, is not so much the action of what they're doing itself, but it's the action and then losing their balance. And then because of losing their balance or not being able to absorb the force, then they fall, and that's when they actually take it. Yeah, where the injury actually occurs, and from there it's a downhill slope. So if you can prevent that initial situation from happening, the longevity of your life just increases exponentially.
So important once you get there. Once you get there, the recovering from an injury is just tenfold in how long it will take. So it's like to try and prevent that injury is so much more important.
Which I just want to add on, is really cool with what we're doing in this hybrid approach that we love. And hybrid is just getting this real, it's becoming more common in the community and the fitness industry and things now. And it sounds like a really fancy word, but it's a really fancy way of generalized health, like looking after both your strength and your conditioning. And that really goes to show, and especially with our gym, the hybrid as well, like we're accommodating people from 17 to 18 years old up to 50, 60, 65 years old, which is amazing. And we're applying this similar approach, individualized to the person and progress, regress. But that's the beautiful thing about it, is it's not like people hear hybrid and they go, oh, well, that's for people in their 20s and 30s who are fit. It's not. It's for everyone. So to be able to do that training across all those age groups and keep people fit, keep them healthy, keep them from preventing injuries and all this stuff, I think it's really cool with what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's a great way. Like similar to like CrossFit. When CrossFit first started coming up, people were like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to make the games. So I'm not going to do it." But CrossFit's completely changed the game for people coming
100%
into their health. It's like you don't need to have to be the best in the world at it.
No.
But to even go to those classes, like some of those CrossFit classes that you see, like they pump and like people love it.
Shout out to our friends at TWA.
Yeah.
If you want to join CrossFit,
bro, they're absolute
they'll be the
legends.
ones to go to.
Yeah, absolute legends. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what kind of fitness modality you choose to, what gym you're going to for that reference, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy and you're moving. If you enjoy running, run, biking, swimming, jumping, whatever it is, like the more movement that you can get into your overall life, think about the things that you did as a kid and try and replicate them as much as possible. Yeah. Besides getting in trouble and getting whacked by the wooden spoon, don't do that.
Fun.
Okay. If you liked getting hit,
it wouldn't be a thing now about it.
No, it wouldn't.
I won't go there.
No, that's a whole other topic there.
I was saying pushing the boundaries a little bit and see what you can get away with. I love it. Fucking awesome episode.
Another one.
Another week in the fucking books.
How good.
And if you guys have any questions about your health and fitness, whether it's signing up to the gym or not, give us a yell. Find us obviously on socials, website, info@thehybridhq.com.au. Get after it. You got one fucking life. Get it done. Whatever it is that you're thinking about wanting to do it. Take action.
Yep. So true, Briggs. So true, mate.
See ya.